Hello again, it's Jerry's Old Guy Review. So I thought I'd get back to doing little reviews on some things. Now this is a Redcat Gen 7 Pro. Now I bought this 3 years ago for my granddaughter. She wanted to come out and run with Papa, and a lot of times there wasn't a vehicle I was going to let a 7-year-old get a hold of. So for $249, you can't go wrong. Now, I apologize for the hideous paint. This was what she wanted. She wanted pink. It was black. And of course, I texture it with some 3M rubberized undercoat. Made it pretty durable. I had very little sanding to do once I needed to repaint it. Now, I've watched there's a lot of negative reviews about the Redcats, mainly durability. Now, I will tell you, a 7, 8, 9, and now 10-year-old this summer has had her hands on this. I think she's run into every tree in my backyard. She has not even attempted to rock crawl it up my rock pile. She just bonsais over it. This truck has been flipped and rolled, run into trees, run into other cars. This truck, so far, with all of that going on, not a single part has broken on this vehicle. Now, they've come out with the Gen 8 now, and the Gen 8 with the AX system in it, which are supposed to both be pretty impressive trucks. I haven't had a desire to get one of those because this thing is still running strong. I mean, I could take this out right now and just beat the crap out of it some more. Probably be a little more inventive than my grandbaby's been. But the durability issue, one thing. Now, she doesn't use it as much as, us standard people would. She uses it a few times a month, depending on what we're doing. But here you've got 3-year-old tires in very good shape still. I hear a lot of complaints on these tires, which maybe for rock crawling they would be, but for general tearing around and being able to just give a receiver or a radio to your youngin, so to speak, this truck so far, except for the fact, okay, you can't really see it very well. The bumper mounts are bent. They're just plastic. So they're tweaked. Still running. Oh, it's open. So that's right. Let's open it up with the included little kickstand that comes with it. So you can hold the body up. I've heard complaints on the Velcro enclosures. There that Velcro is. It's been mud covered. It cleans right up. So I thought about doing this one because this truck, I left it filthy for the whole time because she just comes over and bashes on it. Now, this truck now, I've completely cleaned and scrubbed every bit of it, and it just cleaned up beautifully like it's brand new again. It's still running the stock servo with all the beating and bashing she's done with it. It still works, so I'm not going to replace it. The inside of the body, you can see where it rubs. She's not very easy on it. The only problem, let's kick that kickstand back down. The only problem I've had so far is in the hub. Let me see if I can get in there. So you've got these little rings that go around the CVDs, which holds the pin in. Those have slipped off on this one side. I think it was the passenger side. They've slipped off. Pin never fell out. Kept going. This right here is, if you ever get one, you want to take the steering linkage off and bend it. You get, the stock one will hit on the diff cover right there. So it'll limit your steering. So you put a bend in it, works perfect. With all the running and bashing, nice little, there's some rust. Drive shaft, still looking good. You know, the arms, because of where they are, and the fact that she generally just slams into a rock pile, the links are still in pretty good shape. Rear drive shaft, no problem. The rear bumper is bent just like the front one from her impacts. But if you look at them, no indentations in them. You can see where the body's taken abuse. There's abuse. You can see the creases from flex stress. Both sides slamming into things. Slamming into stuff on the back. The body is pretty much taken most of the abuse. These hard plastic lines that come with it, the fender liners, whatever they're calling those, in very good shape. The mirrors, they flex and move. Haven't ripped one of those off yet, and not for lack of her trying. Few of the accessories on top, we lost the axe somewhere in the yard. We've never found it. But truck is in excellent shape still. So she wanted pink and she wanted a light bar, and that's what she got. So on a review aspect, is all the bad reviews I've heard of these Gen 7s, this one, maybe I got the best one of the group. But this little beast has put up with everything that a 7, 8, 9, and now 10-year-old can put through it. And she doesn't require any more. So I find for $249, this is an excellent, excellent deal. And according to most of my online shops, they are actually going to restock these at most hobby shops in next month. 7/7/20 is what I read. So if you want to get your kid a vehicle that at most requires a little slower motor, and if you want to do rock crawling and whatnot, another set of tires. But if you just want a fun little inexpensive vehicle, which isn't that small, it's a pretty big little beast, I don't see why you wouldn't want to buy a Gen 7. And on the plus side, if you are thinking of this vehicle for a little person, the radio is actually a little bit smaller than standard ready-to-run radios, and it fits in a small hand excellent. So that's just my opinion for today. Thank you all for watching. If this was helpful, shoot me a comment. I answer all the comments that I receive. And if you like some of my other stuff, like and subscribe. And if you have a suggestion on something that I may have on some of my other videos that you'd like to know about, let me know. Thanks. It's Jerry, Old Guys Review.